daily times, Cherylyn bands.
Hi Chuckies, Cherylyn Bands here. I've come back. I'm not special effects, I'm not a hologram, I'm Cherylyn Bands and I'm back for now. So over the past year, a lot of you have inboxed me. I guess a lot of you feel like I owe you an explanation as to where I've been, why I was gone, what I've been doing, and I guess I would like to say that I don't owe any of you anything. How dare you? How dare you? You do not have expectations of me, okay? I don't tell you guys, where are you and what are you doing and why aren't you entertaining me? Where's my YouTubes? What am I going to watch, you know? I make YouTubes when I want to make YouTubes. It's my site, my rules, okay? I shouldn't have to answer to any cunt. You know, I'm sorry, but you get what you're given. And right now I feel like giving, okay? So, please enjoy. You're finally getting your wish. I actually have been very busy. You want to know what I've been up to? Last year I did my own podcast. The first season was very successful. It was called Oh, You're Joking, you know? The thing what I always say, oh, you're joking. Because everyone knows me for saying it. So that's why I call my podcast for that. First season, 4 episodes, every bastard loved it. So I was busy doing that. It's not like I was doing nothing. My TikTok site, I have a brand new TikTok site. I'm doing lots of TikToks about my invention fairy bread and different versions of fairy bread that I've made. There's robot bread, there's beach bread, and everyone is enjoying that as well. My net shop, I also started a net shop. While you've got every bastard on Instagram flogging whatever they can, sex toys and meal plans and cheap undies from China what fall apart in 3 seconds, that's not me. I want to sell my own things, okay? So that's why I started CherylynBarnes.com. I sell t-shirts. I'm wearing this one now. A gorgeous boy, what's called Xavier, did a design for it. He did this one as well. The Suck My Ass top. I've got this one as well. Coffee cups. I've got all different coffee cups. This is my Black Magic design. So sorry, but I've got all different stuff. My fragrance, car fresheners as well. This one's peach. Everyone loves that one. So sorry, but I've got a net shop, alright? I've got other stuff on there as well. Hoodies, it's a jumper with a hat on it. Tank tops for all the boys with muscles. Oh, you know, you don't have to have muscles, you can wear it as well. That looks really good on the muscly boys, that's all. CherylynBarnes.com. I also put out a song last year. Tell Me, Be Yourself, with one of my new best friends, Francois Sagat. He's from Saw 6, okay? I love him so much and he loves me as well. And that's why we did a song together. Actually, I gotta say I was a little bit embarrassed when I'm inviting someone to do a song for me and in the comments a lot of hate as usual. It was just very embarrassing that he had to see it. Leafy and all these idiot reptile supporters hissing, leaving his comments and some of the other comments as well. Calls Eric, this sucks. Kirchen Rick, the guy's so hot but this is shit. A boy what's called Stu, what the fuck, this is cringe. Oh, here we go. Joven Rick, this porn has bad music. So, rude and cruel, okay? So, I'm sick of being called lazy. I've been very busy, you know. It's been a chock-a-block year for me. Sorry that I haven't had a chance to do YouTubes. As I mentioned in a YouTube I did last year, some friends of ours, Jill and Frank, Terry told them they could stay with us. Some friends of ours, Jill and Frank, were staying with us. Well, not really friends of ours, they're more friends of Terry's. Well, Frankie's, Jill is just his wife. So anyway, last year, before the coronavirus was going around, there was actually bushfires in New South Wales. It was really devastating. There was lots and lots of dead koalas, burnt to a crisp. All the koalas, kaput. They're gone. They're not coming back. So many of them, millions, okay? Koalas, they're gone, dead. You know, and Melbourne always wants to say they've been in lockdown more than anyone in the world. And I just think, yeah, well, New South Wales had bushfires as well, so it's hard to say who has gone through the most pain. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. It's not about whether or not Melbourne is overreacting or not. But the bushfires here were really bad. So Jill and Frank, they lived down the coast a couple of hours. They had to evacuate because the fires got so close that their house actually burnt down. So they had nowhere to live. Anyway, so Terry tells them they can stay with us until they sort something out. I said to Terry, why can't they stay with family? And he said, well, they've got no family down here, you know. They're all up in Queensland and they can't get up there because lots of the evacuated areas have been blocked off, so they can't get through. And I thought, for fuck's sake, how long is this going to be? And he goes, oh, God, a month, maybe 2, max. And I said, well, they can't stay here forever. And then he goes, oh, Cherylyn, be nice. They've just lost their house. He said, let them get back on their feet and then they can decide if they're going to go to Lismore or, you know, find somewhere else. I said, why Lismore? He said, that's where the family is. I said, you said Queensland. He goes, oh, close enough. And I thought, for fuck's sake, we're trying to get rid of Desiree. And here you are letting more rats into the nest. Anyway, so I agreed to it. And at first it wasn't too bad, but then the whole thing just started getting more and more on my nerves. In the first days, I was actually really excited to start getting back into my YouTubes because I hadn't done a lot before then as well. You know, as I said before, there was my knife acting YouTube, the part 2 of gun acting. I wanted to do knife acting. And the first time I attempted it, Jill was just sitting there staring at me and giggling every time I did something good. Oh, and then she starts like giving all these ideas, and she said, oh, she wanted to stand here and she was going to squirt sauce on me or something. And I thought, fuck off, it's acting, not squirting sauce on me. You know, at first I kept my frustration and my fury to myself, but then she kept fucking... And I said, Jill, I can't do this if you keep talking through it. And then I saw her, she rolled her eyes at me, so I thought, forget it. I'm not doing it. She definitely had no respect for me. Just in a few days, she just kept getting worse and worse and worse, and it was really fucking me off. So I actually writ up a list of rules. You know, and I'm not an ogre. I actually did make it look like it was for all of us, but really it was just for Jill. And do you think she read the bastard? I don't think so. Like, the day after I made the list, she come in from a run, because she thinks she's this fit young thing. She's only a few years younger than me. I think she just turned 60. But anyway, she comes in after a run. And apparently she stopped in the shops in the way back and she goes, oh, Cherylyn, you got to look at this. And I cut her off and I said, oi, you. And she goes, what? I said, do you read the list, Jill? I said, what does the list say? She goes, and I looked down and I said, shoes. Don't wear your shoes inside. Go and get them off, please. And she goes, sorry. And she took them off. And I said, now, what did you want to tell me? Oh, and she shows me she got these fucking sponge things from Bradbury Shops. And one side was like a sponge, like cloth sort of thing. And the other side was like a scourer sort of thing. And I said, what's that for? And she goes, oh, they're really good. I used to use them back home. They're good for cleaning the bathroom. And I said, right. You know, she actually did that 3 more times. Sorry, twice. She walked inside with the shoes on 2 more times. I read it all down, so I know exactly what she did. Oh, another time I was watching TV, she comes in, sits right next to me, cup of tea, making that fucking noise that tea drinkers do. It was pissing me off. And so I look at her, and then I look down at her feet. I said, oi. She goes, yeah. I said, you must be going halves in the furniture, are you? She goes, what do you mean? I said, your feet. Get them off the lounge. I said, I don't know what you do in your house, what burnt down, but here we don't put the feet on the lounge. We don't do that here. Then Terry in the next room, he chimes in. Oh, shut up, Cherylyn. He said, you've always got your feet on the stuff and lounge. I just ignored it. I said, Jill, bottom line, my lounge, my rules, don't put your feet on the bastard. And then I turned the TV off and I just left. I wasn't sitting there putting up with that. Fuck that. No way. Like, she just said, no fucking respect. Oh, this one time we were having tea. I always make tea, by the way. I made, like, rissoles with the cheese sauce and veggies and stuff as well, and the packet of the pasta, the curry one. And she gets up and walks off, leaves practically fucking half a plate of food there. I said, oi, get back here. And she comes back in and just looks at me. I said, finish the food on your plate, Jill. And Frank starts laughing. I said, no, Frank, it's rude. I said, every night I'm in the kitchen for about an hour making tea for every bastard, and now she wants to throw half the can away? No, it's rude. I said, she can finish what's on the plate. And I said, go on. And so she sit there and she ate the lot. I watched her eat the whole thing. So I've obviously got the power, and I said, thank you. But she just kept pushing and pushing, and it just kept getting worse and worse. And one night, Terry come in getting ready for bed, and he says, so Frank wanted to have a word with me. I said, did he? So, hello. Sorry. And he says, Jill thinks you don't like her. And I said, well, Jill would be correct. He goes, yeah, well, they're here for a while, so you should try and get along with her. And I said, right, you're obviously on her side. Big arsehole Cherylyn versus Jill, the fucking victim with her burnt down house. I said, she's gonna fucking milk this for as long as she can and turn every bastard against me. And it's starting to work on you. He goes, oh, fucking wake up to yourself. I said, yeah. And I said, I'm not an idiot, Terry. Like this other one time, I hear laughing coming from the next room. I walk into Desiree's room and here's Jill sitting on her bed, and both of them are laughing together, looking at something on the fucking iPad, looking at stuff on Facebook. And I thought, that'd be fucking right. Now she's working Desiree. She's starting to turn my husband against me, and now she's turning my daughter against me. I said, can I have the iPad, please? And Desiree goes, no, just wait. I snatched it off her. And I turned it off. I said, it'll go flat. I need to send emails later. Sorry. And I just looked at Jill and I said, are you forgetting the new rules that I put on the list? Because I added a few more rules. So she gets up quick and I thought, yeah, that's right. Because one of the new rules was if there's something in the sink, I want it washed up because I don't want it sitting there for longer than 2 hours, so she has to wash it. And there was a few plates in there and it was getting close to that 2 hour mark, so she went and washed it up. So a few nights after that, she was, acting really sad and she was really quiet and everyone was like, what's wrong? She goes, oh, nothing. Carrying on acting like it was about the house. I heard her crying to Frank later on. She goes, it doesn't matter what I do, she just doesn't like me. And I said, yeah, bitch, you're fucking starting to get it now. I'm obviously not going to say that. But she's carrying on, oh, she hates me. And I told Terry, he goes, why can't you just make things easy? And I thought, right. I said, right, tomorrow the girls and I are going to Chang's, the Chinese restaurant. We're going to have lunch. I said, I will go with her. So the next day I made her drive us down to Chang's. And we had a nice succulent Chinese meal, but it was pointless. The girls didn't like her either. And when I went home, I told Terry that. I said, the girls don't like her. Well, Debbie liked her, but Debbie's very close to being kicked out of the group herself, so that doesn't exactly matter. But I said to Terry, the girls didn't like her. He goes, oh, I wonder why. I said, sorry? He goes, oh, you've fucking been bitching about her for weeks to the girls and all the stupid fucking quotes you put up on Facebook. He goes, you've pretty much groomed them to hate her as well. I said, it's got nothing to do with the quotes, which I've deleted now anyway. Bottom line is she was annoying and she thinks she got everyone in the family wrapped around her little finger. Like Desiree, she had access, visitation, which she sorted out with docs so we could go and see Shakira. Oh, and Jill says, I'll take you if you want. And I just looked at her and I said, like, fuck you will. She turned me husband and me daughter against me. And I just thought, you're not going to fucking do it to me granddaughter as well, bitch. And I said, no, Jill, don't worry about it. So the next day, I ordered an Uber off my phone. I paid for it. Well, we paid for the trip back because I complained about the trip on the way in. It was actually really good. I just said, you know, they were really rude and they went the long way, and I got the money back, so I only had to pay for the way back. Alright, get down. Alright, get down now. But anyway, she was a pain in the ass, and it all came to a fucking climax. One time, Jill had driven Desiree down to the mall, and they were gone for a couple of hours, and when they come back, Desiree was carrying Jill's groceries into the house. And I said to her, I said, can't little Miss Fitness Queen lift her own bags? And Desiree said, shut the fuck up. You know, so I started going through the bags, right? And I took a bottle of her vanilla cake. So she comes in, she says, hi Cherylyn. I said to her, I said, I'm taking this vanilla cake. And she goes, okay. I said, don't be smart, Jill. The other day I saw you take one of the cans of Sprite. I got the box of Sprite. You took one of the cans. I said, you take something, you fucking replace the bastard. She goes, you finished? I just looked at her, I said, sorry? She said, bit of an overreaction. I said, Jill, my fucking kitchen, my fucking rules. Plain and simple. She goes, oh, well, Frank's been giving you and Terry $400 a week. I said, that does not cover the fizzy drink, idiot. So she gets up and storms off, slamming shit around. She does not say boo to me all day, and I could hear her and Frank fucking mumbling all night. The next morning, the pair of them are packing the car up. And I walked up to Frank, I said, what's going on, mate? He goes, oh, we're just gonna head up north now. You know, and I said, Frank, what for? Why are you doing that? He said, it's not working, Cherylyn. I said, Jill wants to go up north, does she? He said, well, not really. I said, what do you mean? He goes, Cherylyn, you've been picking on Jill the day we got here. I was really stunned then. I said, sorry. He goes, look, Cherylyn, don't get me wrong, we're very appreciative. He said, we lost everything, you let us stay here. He said, we're over the initial shock of losing the house, but now it's time to move on. He goes, you know, sometimes you really just can't live with friends. And I said, well, you know, when your wife doesn't know how to respect someone in their own home, no, you cannot live with them. That's right. Then he just stood there and I said, look, Frank, we can all just stay out of each other's hair, okay? You can stay here, we just keep out of each other's way. And he goes, no, it's all right. We're going to go, we're going to stay with Adam, you know, their son. And I said, all right, well, can I have a hug? You know, so we had a kiss and cuddle. And I walked up to Jill and I said, come here, you. And I gave her a cuddle too. And she was so cold. And I said, Jill, inbox me when you get up there, won't you? And she goes, yeah, right. You know, even after everything what she did to me, she still could just not be mature. But you know me, I'll be the bigger person. I just said, Jill, good luck with everything. I hope you guys get a little bit more good luck. This has not been your year so far. You know, but good luck with everything, alright? You know, and then I went and gave Frank another cuddle, and then they drove off. You know, and I had to laugh because I kept watching Jill's stories through Desiree's Facebook. You know, and there were so many blocks on the way up, they couldn't get up because of the fires. And the car broke down at one point and she's just like posted this story, just like shaking her head. Another time there was a motel where they had fucking bed bugs. So I thought, karma, bitch. You know, and karma actually did bite her on the ass a couple of months ago. The pair of them, they got the AstraZeneca vaccination, and Frank actually got the blood clotting and he died. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope I never see Jill again for as long as I live, and maybe now I can actually do my knife acting YouTube. Would you guys like to see that? Let me know in the comments. Let's leave it at that. You can actually add me on my Facebook site, www.facebook.com/SherylynBarnesAU for Australia. You can actually add me on my TikTok site. Go to TikTok and look for Cherylyn Barnes. That's my name on it. Add me on my Instagram site at Cherylyn Barnes. Make sure you click like on this YouTube and click subscribe and click the bell thing so it lets you know when I'm doing it. CherylynBarnes.com, my next shop. Go on there. big pussy kiss. And ciao for now, my chuckies.
Tell me